Then I start picking out ornaments. People think that this ornament is way too big. No, it's not. I've put nutcrackers in trees. I've put lanterns in trees. I've put lanterns on top of the trees. The larger ornaments help to fill up more space. That's number one. And then also it gives you a variety of looks. You want to make sure your larger ornaments, though, are further into your tree. So I would take this ornament and push it into here. I just wrapped it with floral wire, and then I'm going to take it and wrap it around this branch. And that's a 7.5-foot tree with that size ornament on it, okay? Let's pick something else. Let's do this one. So a mirror. I always try to add some kind of mirror to each tree that we have here at the nursery. Mirrors or rhinestones because they pick up the light and they make the tree look like it's more well lit. So I take a mirror ornament. The girls here, will usually when I'm decorating a tree, they all take floral wire and they prep the ornaments for me. Most people like to just put the hook on the ornament like this and just hang it. It looks better and you have better control of your ornament if you wrap the string of each ornament and then fold that floral wire over, or that hook, because that's basically just floral wire that they've cut into small portions. And then you take this ornament and we're going to put it right here. And we're just wrapping the ornament hook around the tree. Now, if you get an ornament on the tree that you think you've got too much length to it, wrapping your ornament once or twice into the tree can give you it picks up your ornament a little bit higher up off the ground. And then another thing is, heavier ornaments I would put more towards your inner branches. I wouldn't try to put a heavy ornament on a real tree because they don't hold them as well. But heavier ornaments on here, I put towards the middle. And by the middle, I mean the parts that are closer to where the joints come in. So they say that ornament's too heavy for a tree. No, you just have to put it to where there's brace to kind of hold that ornament, okay? So that's 2 ornaments. Let's do 2 more. And then we'll move on to the garland. So same thing with this one. Taking my ornament hook, pinching, wrapping. So when he said I have help, there's usually 2 or 3 girls that stand and just wrap ornaments for me before I get to the ornaments. And usually when I'm decorating a tree, I do all the ribbons first, all the picks first, and then I do my ornaments as filler. So we're going to put this one right here. These ornaments that I'm using now have become very popular. These ones with all the rhinestones on top. The pomegranates are the same. I'll show y'all those. The pomegranates with the rhinestones on top, and then also the ball ornaments, just like the one I just had with the rhinestones on top. These have become very, very popular. Also, the next thing that everybody has now are these rhinestones here. These are very, very, very popular. They come in every color. We have this year, we have red, green, silver, gold, and purple. But next year we will definitely have more colors because they've come out with more colors. But these are very, very popular. With these, the larger ones, I don't hang them on outer branches. I don't hang them on inner branches. I use floral wire for the top. I take this and I put it behind the ornament. Twist. And I'll show you why I put the floral wire on top. Because I like these to kind of lay into the tree. Not hung like an ornament to where everybody can see it. Everybody that looks at them are like, I don't know why they're putting those in tree, but when you put them in the tree correct, it looks really, really nice. So I did that same thing over on that side. Last thing with the tree is making the flower arrangements. Some people put picks in one at a time. I don't. I come from a floral background. When I left high school, I started working at Winn-Dixie, and I worked at Winn-Dixie as a cashier, and the lady that was the floral shop manager, she quit right before Valentine's Day. So they said, well, we think you can do it. So I became the floral shop manager at Winn-Dixie right here on Segan Lane back in 2002. So when I do arrangements on my tree, I group things 3, 5, and 7, always odd numbers, never even numbers, and I don't do things symmetrical, okay? So some people think you have to put whatever you put on one side, you got to do it on the other side. That's not true either. All right, so I'm gonna pick 3 things. I'll start with the staghorn pick. All right, that's 1. I'm gonna pick a flower. I'll do a different one than what's on the tree. I'm gonna do a poinsettia. And notice that nothing is the same color. And let's do silver. So 3, that one has 5, but we're gonna do 3 here. So 3, that's 1. Taking this one and putting to the side, that's 2. On my flowers, I always bend them so they kind of stand up a little bit more. That's 3. And I kind of layer them like this. That's 3 things together. I take one of the 3, 5, or 7, and I wrap. This way, when you box them up at the end of the season, you already have it prepared for the tree for the next year. So when it's laying like this is what that looks like. So you're going to take that arrangement. Let's go here. And we put it in the tree. I always bend my branches down in like a sweeping motion when I'm putting them into the tree. All right. So that's kind of what you do when you're doing a tree. You just repeat those steps. Ornaments, bows, and then your arrangements. Arrangements can be in 3, 5, or 7. 3s and 5s are more likely. If it's a larger tree, you can do 7 things together and it'll get a fuller look. So you get less space taken up. You can add garland to your tree also. That's another quick way to fill up a tree. Most people think the garland is only for putting on a mantle or something like that. I would take this garland and go right into the tree, loop it around, come back behind it. I can use my branches to hold it if I feel like it's not going to stay in the space I want it. Wrap back up, back around. Let's go back here. So that's a garland added to the tree also, okay, y'all? And I'll turn what I've done kind of towards you. So that's one small portion, and that could have taken me, what, 15, 20 minutes to do both bows, both sets, and a few ornaments that I've put in there, but you've already covered a good portion of your tree. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is, go ahead. Three. I would always, any tree, I would probably use 3. 3 pieces of garland. If it's a larger tree, I may pick 2 different garlands and do 3 of each. So maybe a leaf garland and maybe a beaded garland and do 3 of that one. No, I don't do uniform. I think that's where people get stuck at, is they want everything to be symmetrical. They want everything to look the same on each side. They want to put the same ornament. A lot of things when I see on Instagram now, people are putting 10 of one ornament in a tree. I don't do that. 3, 5, or 7 of an ornament is all I do. I don't like repeat and repeat. And the girls will tell you when they go to help me put ornaments on the tree, I say, there's too many of that ornament too close together. I prefer to spread the ornaments out so when you're looking at the tree, you see something different every time you look at the tree. Make sense? Okay. All right. Go ahead. Pick 3, 5, and 7. So that's enough. So 3, 5, and 7. I'm gonna pick 3 of my favorite picks. Okay. I'm gonna buy 3 of the most expensive one only. I'm gonna buy 7 of the least expensive, and I'm gonna buy 5 of the middle price one. So 3, 5, and 7. I'm going to take the 3 and I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3, one on the front. And then I keep just building off of that with the 5. And then I come back with the 7 as my filler. Usually my 7th pick is going to be something really wispy like this. Something to fill a lot of space. So something, I call these wispies. So I try to get a good bit of these at the nursery every year. Something wispy to fill the space. All right.